If you eat too much without realizing it, you might think the problem is willpower. And maybe, sure, sometimes it is. But a lot of the time, the problem is way more annoying. Your plate is too big, your serving sizes are fake, your snacks are too available, and your leftovers have no official stopping point. Basically, your kitchen is running a very successful overeating operation. Easy, actually. Today, we're looking at 4 reasons working adults accidentally eat more than they planned, and 4 simple products that can help. Not because products magically make you healthy. They don't. But sometimes the right tool makes the better choice easier and the automatic choice harder. That's the whole point.
Here's the mistake most people make. They think overeating starts when they take the first bite. It usually starts way before that.
It starts when you grab the big plate, when you scoop pasta without measuring, when you eat out of the container. When the snacks are sitting right there on the counter, looking available and emotionally supportive. By the time you're actually eating, the decision has mostly already happened. So this is not really a try harder problem, it's a setup problem. And if the setup is bad, your brain is going to do what brains do. It chooses easy. It chooses obvious. It chooses just a little more, which somehow becomes enough food to require a small apology. So instead of pretending we're going to become perfect, disciplined meal planning robots, let's fix the system. First reason, your plate makes portions look normal. This sounds dumb until you realize how much your eyes are involved in eating.
A big plate makes a big serving look reasonable. You put food on the plate and your brain says, looks fine. But looks fine can easily mean double the amount you actually meant to eat. Rice spreads out, pasta spreads out, chicken gets a friend. Then suddenly your plate looks balanced, but it's only balanced because everything is huge. This is where a portion control plate makes sense.
Not because you need to eat like a toddler, because the plate gives your food boundaries. Protein goes here, carbs go here, veggies go here, fats stay in their lane. It turns just scoop until the plate looks right into something more visual and controlled. That matters because most people do not want to weigh every meal for the rest of their lives. They just need a better default. A portion control plate is best if your main issue is oversized meals at home. Dinner is too big, lunch is too big. You keep building plates like you're feeding yourself and your future self. This helps with that. But don't buy this if most of your overeating happens from snacks, takeout containers, or late-night pantry visits. A plate cannot save you from eating cereal over the sink at 11:42 p.m. That is a different department.
Second reason, you underestimate how much food you're eating. And by you, I mean basically everyone. Eyeballing portions is usually wrong.
Not because people are lying, because food is sneaky. Peanut butter is sneaky. Cereal is sneaky. Nuts are sneaky. Rice is sneaky. Pasta is basically a magician.
You think you're eating one serving, but the label is quietly in the background. This is where a digital food scale helps. A food scale shows the real serving size before the calories sneak up on you. You put the food on the scale, you see the number. That's it.
No guessing. No, this looks about right. No pretending one overflowing spoon of peanut butter is 1 tablespoon, because emotionally it feels correct.
The food scale is the most accurate tool on this list. It is also the most annoying. That's the trade-off.
If you are tracking calories, trying to lose weight, meal prepping seriously, or trying to understand what you actually eat, a food scale is useful. Especially for calorie-dense foods. Peanut butter, oil, cheese, rice, pasta, granola, nuts. The foods where a little extra is not actually little.
But don't buy this if you already know you hate measuring food, because a food scale only works if you use it.
If it sits in the drawer next to the garlic press and you abandon optimism, it is not helping. Use it as a learning tool. Weigh your common foods for a week or 2. Learn what real portions look like. Then decide whether you want to keep using it daily or just use it when you need a reset.
Third reason, you eat straight from containers or oversized servings. This one is dangerous because the container becomes the serving size. A bag of chips says it has multiple servings. Your brain says, interesting theory. Leftovers are the same way.
Takeout boxes. Big meal prep containers. family-sized snacks. A giant bowl of pasta sitting in the fridge like it has no consequences. When there is no clear stopping point, stopping becomes a negotiation. And negotiations with snacks usually go badly.
This is where a portion control container or bento box makes sense. The container pre-divides food into controlled amounts.
Instead of eating from the big container, you portion the food first. This is your lunch, this is your snack, this is your serving, done. A bento-style container works well because the compartments force a little structure. Protein in one section, carbs in one section, fruit or veggies in another. It gives your meal a beginning and an end, which is helpful because "I'll just eat a little from the container" is one of the least reliable sentences in the English language. This is best for people who meal prep, pack lunch for work, eat leftovers often, or need grab-and-go meals. It is also good if you're busy and do not want to make a portion decision every single time you eat. Make the decision once, eat the portion later. But don't buy this if you hate prepping food or mostly eat fresh meals at home. A bento box does not magically portion food if you never put food in it. Again, rude but true.
Fourth reason, snacks are too easy to access. This is the one nobody wants to admit.
Sometimes you are not hungry. The food is just there, on the counter, in the cabinet, in the desk drawer, in the car, in the secret snack location you pretend is not a system. Convenience beats willpower, especially after work, especially when you're tired, especially when you're bored, especially when you're watching TV, and your brain decides the show needs chips. If the snack is easy to reach, it gets more chances to win. This is where a kitchen-safe timer lockbox can help. Yes. It sounds dramatic because it is. It is basically snack jail. You put the snacks inside, set the timer, lock it, now the snack has to wait.
The point is not punishment, the point is friction. It gives impulse eating a speed bump, and sometimes that is all you need.
You do not need to be a superhero, you just need the cookies to be slightly less available when your tired brain starts making emotional snack decisions. This is best for people who impulse snack, late night snack, boredom eat, or keep going back to the same food even after they said they were done. But don't buy this if restriction makes your eating feel worse, or if you live with people who need normal access to the food. Also, if you are dealing with binge eating or feeling out of control around food, a lockbox is not the whole answer.
It might help with access, but it does not solve the deeper issue. That may need support, structure, and a healthier plan than just locking up cookies like they committed fraud.
So here's the simple breakdown. If your meals are too big, start with the portion control plate. It gives your food visual boundaries.
If your portions are mystery math, use the digital food scale. It gives you the real number. If your leftovers and lunches have no stopping point, use a portion control container or bento box. It pre-divides the food before future use starts negotiating.
If snacks keep winning because they are too easy to grab, use a kitchen-safe timer lockbox. It adds friction between the craving and the food.
None of these products fix everything. They just solve different parts of the same problem. And that's the key.
Do not buy the product until you know which part of the problem you actually have. Because if your issue is late-night snacks, a portion plate is not going to do much. If your issue is huge dinners, a snack lockbox is not the first move. If your issue is guessing portions, a food scale is probably the most honest option. Annoying, but honest. Here's the rule. Big plate, shrink the decision. Bad guesses, weigh it. No stopping point, pre-portion it. Snack attacks, add friction. That's it. If this helped, like the video, subscribe to Problem Solved Products, and check the links in the description for the products mentioned.
We start with the problem, then find the product that actually fits. Because buying random stuff is easy. Solving the right problem is better.